Hey, what is happening, muchachos? So peeps, today's video is going to be informational, and I'm going to be talking about building muscle mass with your own body weight, also known as calisthenics. Now, I already noticed that a lot of people think that this isn't even possible, and I'm here to show you guys that it is, man. So first, before I go any deeper into the video, we gotta shut up the naysayers, man, that say that this isn't even possible. All you need to do is look at some elite level gymnasts. You ever see some of these dudes? They're jacked out of their minds, bro. Oh my God, man, some of their upper bodies are ridiculous. And these guys haven't lifted a weight in their entire lives. So this shows you guys that you can actually build muscle if you know what you're doing. So to build muscle mass, you just need two things to worry about. One, nutrition, and two, your training. When it comes to nutrition, this is where a lot of people mess up, especially people that are really into calisthenics, because they don't even know what the hell they're eating. To build muscle mass, you need to be in a caloric surplus. You need to eat more food that your body needs to build muscle mass. Now, don't get this the wrong way. This doesn't mean that you should eat everything in sight. If you do this, you're gonna get fat as f. Believe me, your boy knows. It ain't pretty, and you're probably not even gonna gain that much muscle mass in the end of the day. And you're gonna have to spend so many months just losing all the fat that you gain. A better approach is to try and gain weight slowly, only about 1 to 2 pounds per month. And how you can accomplish this is just by eating 200 to 300 calories above your maintenance calories. Now, if you don't know how many calories you need to maintain your current body weight, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. Go to their website, punch in your information, and they'll spit out a number for you, and that is your maintenance. Now, a lot of people that do calisthenics, I noticed this. They don't track their macros. They don't even believe in macros. If you're trying to get aesthetics, why won't you do what the most aesthetic people do? It's kind of like common sense. You know, bodybuilders that are obsessed about building muscle mass, slabs of muscle, this is what they do. They track their nutrition. So if you're serious about looking like a Greek god, you probably need to as well. But of all the macros that are the most important, definitely one thing you need to focus on is your protein. Protein is super important, guys. You need to get about 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of lean body mass of protein every single day. So once you have that caloric surplus and then you have your protein, you're good to go. And you can let your carbs and fats fill out the rest. And if you use this style of eating, you can even have some pretty good food as well. I'm over here breaking the fast at Denny's. What better place than to have breakfast? But I have a date.
Oh, Tyler, you're the best. You take good care of me.
Oh, baby. Anything for you, girl. You know your boy loves you.
Oh, baby, I love you too.
See, guys, like for example, earlier today, your boy went to Denny's. I was able to eat some pancakes, some steak and eggs, some hash browns, and I was still in line to hit my goals. If you track your macros, it actually allows you to be more free with the kind of foods that you eat. But as long as you focus on getting 80% of your food from clean, good, wholesome sources, the other 20% can come from whatever you want. You can enjoy life and you can still make those gains, man. So now that we're done with nutrition, it's now time to go on to training, which is why I'm sure a lot of you guys even clicked into this video in the first place. So with this, we're going to talk about 1, volume, and 2, intensity. So on the volume side of things, during each session, you want to work the muscle group you're trying to grow about 40 to 70 reps per session. And you also want to work each muscle group at least twice per week. Now, the reason why it's at least twice per week is because it takes your body about 72 hours to fully heal. So if you're a natural lifter and you only train once per week, you're actually robbing yourself of gains. And it's going to take you a lot longer to build that godlike physique. Then, the main thing here, that the biggest mistake that a lot of people make is intensity. A lot of people that when they're doing calisthenics, they use the absolute wrong intensity when they're trying to build muscle mass. All rep ranges actually build muscle, all the way from 0 to 100. But there is a sweet spot, and that sweet spot is between 6 to 15 reps. The trick is picking an exercise that makes that 6 to 15 reps hard. So for example, someone starts doing calisthenics and start doing push-ups. Maybe at first they can only do 10 push-ups, but very soon they're able to do 20, 30, 40, 50. And if they keep doing just regular old push-ups, they ain't gonna make any kind of gains, because something that you need to grow muscle is progressive overload. You need to give your body more stimulus over time, and you have to make things more difficult over time for you to grow. And this is probably why a lot of people gravitate towards weightlifting, because weightlifting is very easy for you to know how to progress. If you're doing incline bench press and you can now do 50 pounds for 15 reps, all you need to do to progress is bump it up to 55. But with calisthenics, it can become a bit more confusing. How do you progress a push-up? Well, how you do this is by using different variations. So you have to use a variation that makes it hard for you to complete those 6 to 15 reps. So for example, if you're doing regular push-ups and they get too easy, you can then progress to a pseudo plunge push-up, where you lean a little bit farther forward, changes your moment arm, makes it a lot more difficult on your chest, your shoulders. Or if you're trying to work your back, those rows for the hose, instead of doing the inverted row where you can do more than 15, take things up a notch and try a progression called the tuck front lever row, which is a lot harder. Or if you're trying to work your shoulders, you can start by doing regular pike press on the floor. Once those get easy, you can elevate your feet, put your feet on a bench, do some elevated pike presses. And if that gets even easier, you can then go against a wall, do some stomach to wall handstand push-ups. Now your boy didn't have a wall, so I had to use a tree for this demonstration. Pretty much, for building muscle with calisthenics, you just need to pick the right exercises for your goals. There's so many exercises, there's so many progressions. And again, this is why building muscle with calisthenics can be a little bit more challenging. You need to have a little bit more knowledge. And that's actually why I have this channel, because that way I can document my progress of building muscle, getting more aesthetic with calisthenics. That way you guys can see all the progressions, all the exercises, because really I can cover all of them in one video. So I know that a lot of people will be like, well, why would I want to go through all that trouble for that, man? Why not just do simple weight training? Now for me, calisthenics is just more fun, and any kind of training that you do that's fun is something that you're gonna stick to, that's gonna work. But you can always just combine the two. There's nothing wrong with that. You can actually do both calisthenics and both weight training at the same time. That way you get the best of both worlds. You get the fun of calisthenics and you get the ease of weightlifting. So peeps, that is this video. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, yo, go ahead and subscribe. And peeps, dudes, dudettes, always remember this. Always strive to improve, even if it's just a little, each and every single day. Kaizen. See you guys in the next video, the day after next at 7 a.m. PST. Peace!